Now, on today's show, we're going to be discussing how to find clients on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, yes, that's right. So is it just a souped-up version of Facebook? Or is it a real proper marketing tool for your business? If you're a small business owner, can you prospect on it? If you're a large business owner, can you use LinkedIn to prospect? Well, I've got an expert with me in the studio today. His name is Rupert. He's the Managing Director of Integrated Marketing Bureau.
First of all, it's a great way of getting market intelligence on particular businesses or organisations you want to connect with. But also it's a great way of actually trying to find clients as well. Bottom line is, if you, for example, are wanting to find another role or another job, your public profile is actually almost like having your public CV available online. But it's actually evolved into being something much more than that now, hence the very large sum of money paid by Microsoft. One of the things you've got to bear in mind is you're always dealing with individuals. One of the worst things that people can do on LinkedIn is to overtly try and sell. It's very much a relationship building. But fundamentally, LinkedIn is a business-to-business platform, which of course includes business to social enterprises and to charities as well. Where it probably works best is where companies or organisations have got fairly high value products or services they actually want to sell. Because obviously to nurture and inform relationships, to build momentum takes time. So the top 50% are the ones which are fairly easy to get at, for example, by using LinkedIn, some of the advanced search techniques. What you'll find as part of any form of marketing campaign, though, is there's two main aspects. One is you want to nurture those relationships so they become part of the 7% and 3%, so they want to buy your stuff finally. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is what you will find is that you will start to reach the 3% and 7% are just part of the normal process. So social selling really is very much more about building on the relationship and getting people to the point where they're actually really interested in having a conversation. You need to obviously focus on the building the leads or the prospects to start with. Then you need to put a really strong prospect nurturing process in place. So it becomes much more of a consultative process. So for example, as a premium member, you get more sophisticated ability to be able to search. So if I click the advanced link at the top there, so for example, let's say you wanted to actually focus on certain industries, and let's say we were into computer and networking security space. We also decided we wanted to reach people at director, owner, partner and CXO level, and also vice president level, and we select these options here. You can also do keyword searches as well. I won't do that now, but you can be quite specific with your keyword searches. So for example, if you wanted to reach business analysts, you could just search for business analysts in the keyword search or under job title. You can, of course, if you've met them through networking as well or know them from other means, send a personal connection request. But I'd always recommend personalising that message. Never accept the LinkedIn default, because otherwise people may not remember you. But you may actually remember them for all sorts of reasons. So there's, again, a correct etiquette in terms of doing that. If you just remember you're communicating one person to another and are respectful about people, if you were to connect with a few people you don't know particularly well, providing you're respectful of that, you're unlikely to get any problems unless you just keep on connecting en masse with loads and loads of people. If you make sure all these parts are balanced, so imagine a three-legged stool. If one of these parts aren't quite balanced, your business is going to struggle. If you make sure all three legs of your stool are even, and all those cogs are turning in tune, as it were, then you're going to get really good results. And the sales follow-up is where most businesses go wrong. People have almost forgotten how to use the telephone, and it's so important, that part, and building relationships. The great thing with LinkedIn, just remember it's a fantastic business-to-business platform. You've got very powerful search capabilities in there to find your ideal target client groups. Make sure you engage with people in the right way, treat people as individuals, build on those relationships, and crucially make sure you're very strong on the follow-up afterwards. Once you do start to have a really meaningful conversation, don't let those people go off the boil. Quite often we get very busy with stuff, the follow-through, the devil's always in the detail in terms of the follow-up.